Welcome back to another video. I'm your host, the Black Statue TV, and in today's video, we'll be discussing why are the Kendrick Lamar stans single-handedly destroying hip-hop and destroying rap in general. This new age cult fandom mentality is really destroying hip-hop. It's sickening. The Kendrick Lamar stans are like the Beehive. They're literally ruining the culture. The reason I say this is because the Kendrick Lamar stans, they put this artist on a pedestal. They worship Kendrick Lamar and act as if he's a god. It's to the point where they believe that a lot of artists are apologizing to Kendrick Lamar because they're afraid to diss Kendrick Lamar. They're afraid to respond to Kendrick Lamar. The reason that majority of these rappers are apologizing is because you have these stans who worship this artist so much that they're coming to attack the artist for even make a diss song against Kendrick Lamar. These guys aren't in fear of Kendrick Lamar because what he's capable of lyrically. They're not in fear of his bars. They're not afraid that Kendrick Lamar is just this big bad wolf or he's this boogeyman of hip hop. They're not scared that he's going to come back and drop this nuclear diss song because he doesn't have to do that. They're not in fear of what he can do musically, sonically. They're in fear of the fact that you guys are cyberbullying people. That's what you guys are doing. You guys are bullying people into feeling morally wrong for going at your God. That's not right. That's not cool, bruh. And then Kendrick Lamar will confidently say in his song Kunta, which is one of my favorite songs, by the way, he had a nerve to say, I was going to kill a couple of rappers, but they did it to themselves. Like, the reason that they're doing this to themselves is because your marketing team is promoting this type of mentality onto your followers. So now they have an emotional attachment to you and they feel compelled to have to go defend you. They're walking away. They don't want to have to deal with your fans, bullying them, demeaning them, reporting their pages. So the artist is feeling outnumbered all over social media. You have more of this type of fan base coming at you. Let's say Kendrick Lamar has 400 million fans that support him. And all of them think the same way, like stans. They all think like Stan from the Eminem video. And you got 400 to 500 million fans coming to attack you. Now you're going to feel outnumbered because you're not getting the same level of support. You may got your fan base, and then you may have a large group of hip hop fans who neutral. They just love hip hop and they want to see a great toe-to-toe battle. But they ain't on that type of time. They not about to go out here and defend you, and they're not overly obsessed with you. They not about to go out there and go attack and go back and forth with Kendrick Lamar stans because they dealing with stuff in their own personal life. It's the equivalent of watching the film The Matrix. And you remember when Neo kept getting attacked, it was one Agent Smith, then there was another Agent Smith, and all these Agent Smith clones just kept coming at him. And eventually he was just outnumbered. That's what's happening in culture. And Kendrick Lamar is able to throw rocks and hide his hand because his fans is the foot soldiers. Back in the days when we was growing up, bruh, we didn't fight the battles for our favorite rappers. We had to wait for them to respond. You got social media influencers like DJ Academics nitpicking, going through J.Cole bars, telling him he's taking the wrong angle by going at Kendrick Lamar's albums because he said To Pimp a Butterfly was weak, but they gassed it. A lot of his albums are boring, or that's why I said internet geeks is destroying the world. Basically, J. Cole is lying about, the album being trash. And bruh, just think about when we was roasting back in the day. When niggas told your mama jokes, your mama jokes wasn't true. Nigga be like, man, your mama's so black, we gotta use a flashlight during the day just to see her. Niggas ain't even never seen your mama before. Or they could have seen your mom. But it's just cracking jokes, bruh. This is hip hop. We going at one another. We not nitpicking and finding each little part of the lyric and what's true and what's not. Back in the days, we were like, oh, snap. Oh, Kendrick, he said your album was whack. He said your album was trash. Man, you better come back and get this nigga. You better come back and get him, bruh. That's how we did back in the day. This day and age, now the fans, J. Cole, how dare you? come at Kendrick Lamar album. How dare you? How dare you come at To Pimp a Butterfly? J. Cole, all your albums suck. Nobody listens to your albums. And now you got a whole bunch of Kendrick Lamar stans attacking J. Cole. That's what hip hop has come to now. And J. Cole just bowed out. He was like, you know what? I'm not about to deal with this, bruh. It's childish. It's not the hip hop that I came into in 09. This is not the type of hip hop that I entered in 09, bruh. One day I was outside. I got roasted so bad. I stayed in the house for the rest of the summer, got sharper, learned how to roast, came back and was roasting everybody. That's what we did. Like I said, they said when Nas did Ether, it was full of lies, but nobody cared, bruh. We would just be like, oh, he said your jaw is fake. He said you ugly. Ooh, swarming their comments, sending them messages, telling them that they suck, how they're trash. Now it's just making them not want to compete. They're not worried about the bars. J. Cole probably went into it thinking, all right, I'm about to go at Kendrick Lamar. We about to have a battle. That's not what we having. Y'all humiliating these people. Y'all going to these people's families' pages, their mothers, their sisters, their cousins, people close to them, nieces, leaving these mean comments. People not playing fair no more. And that's why nobody want to engage in a battle with Kendrick Lamar. For example, Macklemore, he won an award. They talk about how Macklemore apologized to Kendrick Lamar. Okay, we lose awards all the time. Just because Kendrick Lamar lost doesn't mean you have to go up there and apologize to this man. He gonna apologize because he knows that Kendrick Lamar's stance is going to come after him and make him feel wrong about winning the award. No different than Adele going up on stage when she won a Grammy over Beyonce. I did a talent show in high school and everybody felt like I should have won. I literally had every single person in that auditorium standing up, dancing to my music, singing my chorus because I put on a show. But you know what happened? This female came on stage and she had a lot of people cheering. She didn't get the same reaction that I got, but I had the entire crowd singing my music. Everybody told me the next day I won. But guess what? I lost that day. I literally came in second place. But you know what? That's what happens in life. We lose. So I didn't have people belittling her right in the school, finding the principal's number and finding people who was in control of the talent show that night and threatening them. We didn't do stuff like that, bro. That's what y'all doing. Y'all are destroying the artistry. That's why nobody wants to compete, because y'all bullying people. And believe it or not, there were a lot of people, especially content creators, who were reacting to J. Cole's 7-minute drill. And a lot of them liked the song. But you know what J. Cole probably seen when he logged on the internet? Not them. At one point, there was literally a J. Cole is up 1-0 hashtag that was trending all over social media. The Shade Room had posted it. And right after that, it was a sudden shift. Because you know what happened? The Kendrick Lamar stans, they got the bullying. The Kendrick Lamar stans, they said we're going to play dirty. So then the media personalities, they picked a side because they don't want to lose their viewership, their listeners. So they said we got to be in agreement with the Kendrick Lamar stans. So now it's putting pressure on that artist, that rapper, to backtrack and come out and apologize. It's almost like a cancel culture type of mentality. It's no different than the Beyonce fans, the Beehive. Let you say something that's critical of Beyonce, they're gonna put the bees emoji up under your comments. I remember Trick Daddy stated that Beyonce, she can't really sing like that, as he said it. That's his opinion. Beyonce fans, they're overly obsessed with this entertainer. Beyonce fans literally went to his restaurant app and wrote bad reviews. They didn't write bad reviews because they went into his restaurant, tasted his food, and the food was bad. They just did it out of spite because he gave his opinion about Beyonce. So there are a lot of fans who have adopted that cult fandom mentality, such as the Beyonce fans, you got the Eminem fans, the Kendrick Lamar stans, like the Nicki Minaj fans, the Barbs. They're the male Barbs. The Kendrick Lamar fans are the male Barbs, bruh. Kendrick Lamar is a great rapper, as I've said before. but he's highly overrated. As I said, it's now favoritism. It's a popularity contest. And let's be honest, the diss track wasn't as weak as they try to make it out to be. The reason they're saying it's weak is because it was directed at Kendrick Lamar. Had it been anyone else, they would have not said it was weak. It wasn't like nothing that was going to destroy Kendrick Lamar and his career. That wasn't the intent. And I think that Kendrick Lamar's marketing team, I think it's all a part of their marketing strategy in terms of programming the fan to viewing their artists like a Jesus type figure. And this is just my opinion, but I think this is why you see Kendrick Lamar, his label and his marketing team, they're having him wear this Jesus crown of thorn on his head. So subconsciously, you start to view that person in the same light as Jesus. No different than Eminem. When you watch a lot of Eminem earlier videos like Stan, I think that this is what they create in real life. Their intent is to recreate a bunch of Stans. And I think Kendrick Lamar adopted that same marketing strategy when it comes to his fans. You have an emotional attachment, so you feel like you gotta go defend that person. So now you gotta attack everybody. Somebody could be given constructive criticism, but you take this as this person is attacking them personally. One of the major reasons I think that these record labels, I think they take the approach of trying to create this cult-like fan mentality and pushing their artists like a god so that it's like an illusion. It's like a magic trick so that it can manipulate the fan. It's basically overcompensating. The rapper lyrics is really not that great. So if we don't push him like that, then you're going to see that he's not that great lyrically and that he's really overrated. It's to overcompensate for his lack of skills. Because if you actually listen to a lot of things that he say, more times than not, he's not saying anything. That's how you stunt your growth as an artist. It's going to eventually turn a lot of people away because people going to be like, all right, he great, but y'all saying that To Pimp a Butterfly is better than Tupac, All Eyes on Me, better than Machiavelli, Illuminati, The 7 Day Theory. Y'all saying it's better than Snoop Dogg projects, better than Lil Wayne projects, better than DMX projects, better than Jay-Z projects. You got Billboard placing him as the second greatest rapper of all time over great rappers, great lyricists who really put the work in, who got real life quotables. There are a lot of Kendrick Lamar stans who can't even quote none of his lyrics, saying that he's better than Jay-Z, better than Lil Wayne, Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Big Pun, Big L, Cool G Rap, KRS-One. People who really laid the foundation and paved the way for guys like Kendrick Lamar. It's pure disrespect. It's like, all right, now you're taking it too far.